How is Scott Disick reacting to Kourtney Kardashian's pregnancy news? What did Jeffree Star say about the Colleen Ballinger scandal? And why was Bebe Rexha brutally attacked on stage? I'm gonna answer all the questions in this video, so stick with me. First up, how is Scott Disick feeling about Kourtney's pregnancy announcement? Well, apparently he's doing the best he can under the circumstances. A source spoke to Us Weekly and said, "It stings a little and he will always have love for Kourtney, but at the same time he is also happy and excited for her. He wants to continue to move on and focus on his own personal life." They insisted that Scott is being as supportive as possible while also trying to take care of himself. It's been said that he's prioritized staying on good terms with Kourtney and her husband Travis Barker. Scott knows that this is what Kourtney has wanted for a long time, and as bittersweet as it was, he reached out to congratulate her and Travis. During an episode of The Kardashians last year, Scott commented on their relationship and said, "Now that Kourtney has her life with Travis, as hard as it is, it does give me a place to finally be able to move on. I'd rather be around them and be around my family than not at all." He said that it was a huge adjustment losing Kourtney romantically and losing her as a best friend, and it has been one of the most difficult things in his life, that transition from lovers to friends to co-parents. But he seems to have finally accepted the way things are now. According to one source, Scott has held out hope for reconciling with the mother of his kids. They said, although he knows it's not realistic, part of him will always hold out for him and Kourtney to get back together. As much as he wishes things could have worked out for them, at the end of the day, all he wants is for Kourtney to be happy. They said, Scott has come a long way from where he was when Kourtney and Travis first started dating. Most people know it was a tough realization for him to accept, and it took quite a while to get there. But even if it does take him some time to adjust, it doesn't actually affect Kourtney's news whatsoever. Fans are really happy for her, and she revealed the surprise during Friday's Blink-182 concert in LA. In the audience, she showed off her baby bump and held up a sign that read, "Travis, I'm pregnant." Although he clearly knew beforehand, he then joined her in the crowd for a hug and a kiss to celebrate. That stunt was a reenactment of the classic music video for the song All the Small Things, where a woman also holds up exactly the same poster, so they pulled it off pretty well. Kourtney then took to her Instagram and made a post saying that she was overwhelmed with gratitude and joy for God's blessing and plan. She also posted a really sweet backstage photo of Travis kissing and drumming on her stomach. A source recently spoke to people about their pregnancy news and said Kourtney is just beyond excited. She's had happy tears when she told her family. Her older kids are excited about the baby too. The source went on to say that Kourtney has been praying for this. She has wanted a baby with Travis since they first started dating. They've been trying to get pregnant for almost 2 years. It's been grueling. During a confessional on the Kardashians, Kourtney revealed that she had stopped doing IVF, and they were simply hoping that it would happen naturally, which means their prayers really got answered in the best way possible. Kourtney and Travis each have children from previous relationships. Travis shares his son Landon and daughter Alabama with Shannon Moakler, while Kourtney shares 2 sons, Mason Rain and a daughter Penelope, with Scott. For his part, Scott has been linked to several high-profile women after his relationship with Kourtney. In 2017, he started a long-term relationship with Sofia Richie, who is 15 years younger than him. This was one of the more controversial pairings, given that Sofia was only 18 years old at the time, and she had also been a friend of the Kardashians for years. So naturally, the whole family was kind of against them, including Kendall Jenner, who left a shady comment on one of Scott's Instagram posts about the couple. Even Sophia's dad Lionel Richie was not really too happy with their age difference. At one point he said, "She's 19. When you're 19 you know everything. Is it going to be for life? I don't know. But for right now it's just a phase." Despite the backlash, they did stay together for nearly 3 years, and Sofia even went on the show at one point. It was a little bit awkward though, because Scott was still co-parenting his 3 kids with Kourtney, and she was obviously not too happy with this new relationship. Following a 3-year romance, they then called it quits in August of 2020, while he was subsequently spotted out with models Bella Banos, Megan Blake Irwin and Amelia Gray Hamlin. An insider told Us Weekly that he will always have love for the mother of his children, and that door will always be open on his side, just in case she ever wants to take their relationship back to a romantic place. And now Jeffree Star has jumped in on the Colleen Ballinger allegations. If you didn't know, she has been accused of inappropriate behavior towards her young fans of Miranda Sings. She was specifically called out by a guy named Adam McIntyre, who shared a video where he claimed that Colleen allegedly sent him lingerie when he was 16 years old. Last week, she lost over 40,000 subscribers on her YouTube vlog channel after Adam posted 2 more videos. In them, he accused her of trying to turn fans against him and discredit his initial claims. And now Jeffree has done a TikTok live stream with Rich Lux and Eugenia Cooney. The 3 of them discuss Colleen's presence online as well as the controversy that she's going through right now. Jeffree said he doesn't read much drama online anymore and doesn't know what is going on with her, but he says he's never met her, never followed her, and never gave a damn about her. He said, "I am horrified by the things I've seen. Honestly, I know we're all joking around and having fun, but like, that person is sick. I have never been a fan. So I was very shocked to see all of that." That's my official quote. Eugenia went on to say, "It's so scary that there are some people on the internet who are doing such horrible things. While many fellow creators have come out to criticize Colleen, there are also those people who have defended her. Trisha Paytas is one of them. She just posted a quote about forgiveness amid the ongoing allegations." If you didn't know, Trisha and Colleen both rose to fame at a similar time on YouTube, and they recently launched a new podcast together called Oversharing. In the wake of the new controversy, people have called on Trisha to say something. As it stands, she has yet to officially comment on it, but she did post a religious quote which seems to be about forgiveness. On her Instagram story, she wrote, "Always pray to have eyes that see the best in people, a heart that forgives the worst, a mind that forgets the bad, and a soul that never loses faith in God." Trisha and Colleen's podcast launched in May. At the moment, they are still creating content together as a kind of partnership. Fans initially responded very well to the collaboration, but ever since these allegations surfaced, Trisha has been receiving a lot of negative comments on her end as well. From the outside, it looks as though she is continually supporting Colleen, even though she's going through the biggest controversy of her career right now. In fact, she's losing sponsors left and right. At least 2 companies who paid for ads on her podcast with Eric Stocklin have now pulled their sponsorship. The skincare company OneSkin spoke to TMZ about why they decided to end the partnership. They said, "We were made aware of this previously and have decided to cease the relationship completely. This behavior is appalling, and we do not condone or support it in any form." After that, a telemedicine company named ZocDoc also ended their partnership with her. And all of this happened in week 2 of the scandal. These allegations first came out in 2020 when Adam McIntyre, a former fan, released a shocking video on YouTube. He revealed the inappropriate and toxic friendship he had with Colleen when he was 13 and she was in her 30s. They first connected during a live stream that she was hosting with her friend in 2016. She noticed his tweets and said that he seemed so funny that she had to send him something. This is when she allegedly sent him lingerie in the mail, which his mother confiscated immediately. They then continued to have a friendship, and Colleen even asked him out to lunch while she was in Ireland, which is where Adam lives. He posted a video exposing some of these inappropriate conversations that she allegedly had with other underage fans. She seemed to manipulate and bully them into doing free labor. These conversations were all taken from a group chat that Adam and Colleen were a part of, and the evidence is pretty shocking. In one instance, Colleen was seen asking him for a photo of his butt. She also asked female fans to describe their first period and made fun of a fan who got a tattoo in her honor. At the time of these conversations, she was already in her 30s, and a lot of these people in the group chat were around 14 to 16, but she still made inappropriate comments about their physical appearance, encouraged bullying, and asked some really creepy questions. Sadly, when this video first came out, Adam was met with a ton of backlash from other fans, all jumping in to defend their favorite creator, probably because Colleen has something of a cult following that she developed over the years for her character Miranda Sings. Now, almost 3 years later, people are actually giving him the time of day to talk about what happened. Many former fans have now apologized to him for dismissing his initial claims. Instead, they've made an effort to uplift him on social media and show their support. Right now, it seems like this firestorm is enough to end Colleen's career permanently, and after everything that's happened, it's very difficult to see her coming back from this. Alright, now did you guys see that horrible moment Bebe Rexha was hit in the head with a phone? While the singer performed on stage at a New York City venue, an audience member whipped a cell phone at her face, which struck her in the forehead and left her with a wound that needed multiple stitches. In a video that made the rounds on Twitter, you can see the shocking moment that everything unfolds on stage. When Bebe gets hit in the head, she turns and she falls to her knees. She's then rushed off stage by her team, and the audience is left in shock at what just happened. A second clip shows the singer holding her injured face with one hand while waving to her fans with the other, as she's escorted off the stage by her crew. The audience responded by chanting her name in support. The person who threw the phone has since been identified in a criminal complaint as 27-year-old New Jersey resident Nicholas Malvana. And the worst part about all of this is his explanation. He was quoted saying, "I was just trying to see if I could hit her with the phone at the end of the show because it would be funny." Thankfully, Sadly, Nicholas has since been charged for the attack, and now that his name is out there, he's being publicly dragged online. Under one popular Twitter post, people were sharing reactions to the culprit. They wrote things like, "Not all men, but always a man." And if you thought this was funny, I wonder what he thinks prison is like. Another person wrote, "He looks like the type to think it's funny to hurt women, to be honest. They always have a look." So at least most people can agree that there is something seriously wrong with a person who would do this. After all, Bebe Rexha has got to be one of the most unproblematic celebrities out there. Even if she does have a few haters, the fact that this person went to her concert and stood in the crowd just to go ahead and do this proves that there is something seriously malicious going on, and he wasn't just trying to be funny. Sadly, the attack left Bebe with a painful looking injury across her face. On Monday, she posted a selfie on Instagram where she's giving a thumbs up, and you can see the cut just above her eye where she needed 3 stitches to close the wound. There's also significant bruising around her eye. Thankfully, she got a lot of support from her celebrity friends in the comment section. Just some of the ones who left nice messages were Katy Perry, Demi Lovato, Winnie Harlow, and Bonnie McKee. Despite the attack, she continues to hold her head high, and she'll eventually be able to get back to what she called the best tour of her life. So what do you guys think about this latest story? Please let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you all in the next video.